bracket out of the way. Ooh, green light. All right, here we are back at Offerman Garage. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you watching. But here we are at another session here. Today we're going to be go ahead and actually working on the truck. Uh-oh, see that? Actually, it's a brake issue. I felt a lot of pulsing and grinding from the wheels and a lot of pulsating actually even from the back. So I had it in the brake pedal, steering wheel, even all over the truck. So here we are, we're gonna go ahead and check a couple of things out. All right, so look here, you see, we got it fully up on all four jack stands. But then, you know, you come to look and look at this. The brake pads are perfectly fine. And the drums are pretty good. You'll see here, there's no gouging, and the lip, there really isn't any, so those are good. I know you really can't see, but there's no leaking either. I sprayed everything down with brake clean earlier, and everything is looking good. You can't see back here, but I already took these off and put them back on. I got to take them back off again because I'm going to have to go ahead and bleed the brakes, but you'll have to trust me that those are good too. But you can see in here, the brake line's good here. They're good all the way to the other side. They're good. We're running down the frame rail here, all the way down. They're great. And even running to the passenger side, they are perfect. So what we're actually going to be doing is I got to head over to Advanced Auto Parts and pick up a new brake master cylinder. We're going to be going and putting that in. I'm going to get one of those brake sucker tools so I don't have to, you know, do a one-leg workout all night long. So here we are. Let's go and get this done. All right, here we are in the car, going to pick up those parts from Advanced Auto, and then we got to stop and pick up the brake bleeder thing from Harbor Freight. Here's a little clip of the exhaust from the Audi and how loud it sounds when it does pop off. And then this is it now. See, I connected it much better this time, so there's that. But let's get going to the store and getting these parts. All right, back in the garage, here we are, working on the S10 again. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on. So the first thing we need to do is get the brake booster off of there. Not brake booster, master cylinder. I've got the new one over here already in the vise. You can see it's been bench bleeding. It's doing really good. It's been dripping out. Got a lot of fluid in there. Soon we're gonna put the lid back on here in a second and we'll get that off. First we need to get these lines off. Oop, there you go. First we gotta get these lines off. They are gonna drip. I got something under the car to cover that. It's for when they do. Or not. All right, I'll come back to you when I got all these off. All right, and here we are. We got the 15 and taking these two bolts off. These are probably the nicest, most convenient things to own. This one's gonna be a little bit harder. I don't know if you can see it over here. There we go, got her in. Okay, maybe that's a better angle for you. Just taking these two screws off here with this 15. What? First one out of the way. Probably should have moved the intake. There we go. Got it. There's the old one, old brake master cylinder. Now I am just going to go ahead and grab this one out of the vise. Here we go. Let's go install this one. Okay. Now we should remove the intake first. But that's all right. Lined up here. Move the bracket out of the way. Bracket back on. Now what you may not be able to see, I'm going to have to put these lines back into here, so I'm going to take these off. Back in here. There we go. I'm going to go get some of that brake stuff off my hands, brake fluid. Okay, that's a little bit better. Get these tightened back on here. All right, those are pretty much tightened up for now. Let's go ahead and get the back buttons on. All right, new master cylinder's in. Next thing is to go ahead and bleed the brakes. We're going to start with the furthest away first, and then we're going to do this tire last, or this wheel last. So it's back right, back left, front right. You know what I mean. That way, that way, that way, that way. We'll get it. So, little problem. I was getting brake fluid to flow out of the front two, and then I got it to flow out of the back right eventually. I had to do a leak down test where I had opened up all the bleeders. I took the bleeders completely off the rears and was pumping the brakes. I got the passenger side to blow, so I unfortunately got brake fluid everywhere. I don't know if you can see under there, but it's just everywhere now. But then the driver's side still never blew, so I'm assuming, well, what I did was I took the line off of the back of the drum, and I was pressing the brake pedal and got brake fluid to flow out the line, so there's no blockage there. So the only assumption is, at this point, for me at least, is that it's the wheel cylinder. So that's what we're going to do now, is replace the wheel cylinder. So just give me a couple minutes and I'll be right back. So you see it on the wheels here, right? We had a bit of an issue getting the wheel cylinder off. So here's the wheel cylinder. Normal wheel cylinders would have a bolt here and here, but in this case, this one has a washer that you would put around it, and then the clips of it would snap into right under there, if you can see it. It's kind of hard if the camera would focus. Well, getting that off was a pain. I actually had to use a hammer and kind of pry it out of there, and I accidentally bent the backing of the drum, so I had to pound that back and get it back to normal. And then we tried using this from Harbor Freight. Didn't fit, didn't work, don't buy it, don't use it. So we had to bleed the brakes manually, and so it is done. It is on the ground, as you see. And we're gonna go ahead and take it for a test drive, so let's go. All right, brake lights on, as you see, parking brake removed. Hey, look at that. And then if you can see, we got brake feel. Let's go. Make sure I don't hit no vehicles, you know. Backing up the driveway. I don't know if you see the one in the corner of my screen. That's the next one. Look at that. Runs like a dream. For 185,000 miles. We might be going a little fast in neighborhoods, so let's slow down. Nice blinker. Oh, see, good thing for brakes. Downshift action. Ooh, green light. Sorry about the camera working there. I need to get a mount for when I'm doing stuff like this. Turning. Oh, well, thank you. Sorry, stick shift. Alright, I'll see you back at the house. Alright, so that was it. That is the master cylinder repair, plus also a brake cylinder, rear brake cylinder repair on a drum. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video with me. I hope it helped you out. If you have any questions on how to take a rear cylinder off of a drum on this era S10, just let me know. I'll message you in anything I can. But just remember, it's that clip on the back where you got to get in there and pry it open to be able to get that out of there. It's not hold on like bolts like most wheel cylinders are. So that was definitely a big surprise. But the next thing we're going to be doing on this S10 is going to be this, the shocks here. Hopefully that doesn't take us nearly as long. Should be nice and easy. Next we're going to be reviewing that car behind us. We're going to be doing all that. Plus we're going to be putting that one up next to a 2018 Camaro SS. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. Plus we still have that guy there. That we're going to be doing some fun stuff to this summer. So stay with me, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. I will talk to all of you next time. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.